right now. We back in right now.
I'm crying. He talking about earlier when I said I've dated men who ain't have money, like or who.
Niggas be thirsty, boy. I'll tell you.
That ain't being thirsty. That's probably a funny, but that's probably a cool question. But that's one thing I can say. I've never dated a man for money, and that's rare for women nowadays.
It might be. Usually it would. I'm not gonna say that, but I'm gonna say other women in your position is because
period.
I'm not saying you.
If you,
I'm saying like women in general. There's a lot of women who won't mess with them.
Listen, what I'm saying though.
If you're well off, you probably wouldn't be.
That's what I was about to say. You think Oprah will fuck with a nigga for his money? She don't need his money.
She don't need his money.
Even before I start making the money,
I'm saying you.
Oh, you talking about other women?
I'm saying most other women.
Though. I've seen people stay down with their men.
It's not that you haven't seen it. It's just that it's not.
Masses.
Yeah, the masses. Yeah.
But that's why I be talking that shit that I be talking, because, I'm
you basing stuff off of your own experience.
Her. Period.
You heard.
I'm her.
You all right.
Full in the flesh. Don't let nobody play about me. Period. You gotta be. You gotta be. You gotta toot your own horn sometimes, BB.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you wasn't well off, you would probably be, you wouldn't look for a dude that was fucked up.
I don't be looking for them, they be looking for me. And I say that in all honesty.
It's a different level. We back on or no?
Yeah, we lit. We been lit.
But it's a different level. That's just like me. Let's go back to the woman at McDonald's thing. I remember my sister was like, you would not talk to a girl at McDonald's? I was like, yes, I would. If she had a plan and had something, ambition, and I seen the ambition in her, yes, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not going to go look for somebody who just want to leech off me and won't, you know what I'm saying? But if she got a plan and whatever, hell yeah, let's build. I don't think that there's nothing wrong with that for a woman to do that. But it's just not going to happen.
A man is here. Majority of it is all visual. And then he gets into here. A woman, she gonna look at you. She gonna look at your shoes. She gonna look at what you're driving.
I'm gonna say a man is all here to a certain age too.
Listen, to a certain extent. I'm listening.
When we just got in here, you just said that you didn't have a type. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you said that. I don't. Now listen to that.
You would think I was.
So
just
you talking? Yeah. So you don't have a type. Men. The first thing that's captivating for it is what you look like. You cannot get to here until you see that first. Like, you gonna walk past shit. You gonna case. No.
I'm not trying to debate that. I'm not trying to debate that. I'm just saying me personally.
It's definitely different from his side.
I'm saying me personally.
But I don't know.
Because I know there's certain men who like skinny girls. There's certain men who like fat girls. There's certain men who like girls.
I'm saying that me personally, at the place where I'm at in life,
your age.
Listen to me. I have to have some type of physical attraction.
Yeah.
But my amount isn't where it used to be. Know what I'm saying?
Age, maturity. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, most definitely.
This right here has to grow. It's definitely for you to reach for anything other than what she look like.
Me personally, I'm looking for a feeling. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'll know when I know. You feel me? It's not nothing that I could describe for real. Like, I don't know when I know.
You got to experience this. This is what you need to experience then.
Huh.
So if you go with what you feel and the appearance is not that much to you, and you go get a woman that you're not attracted to, and you with her 5-10 years down the line, you can love her conversation and all that shit. But as a man, you're still gonna be
less than a
woman. Yeah. I don't care.
You
haven't until you experience that.
I'm not excluding being attracted, period.
Attraction is a big thing.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not excluding that. But what I'm saying is, it's not as important as it once was.
I agree with you.
I am way more flexible in that area than
because nowadays you can make your woman real attractive
than I once was.
The money definitely can make your woman.
I'm super sapiosexual. I'm attracted to intelligence. Know what I mean? I'm attracted to conversation. I'm attracted to ambition. I'm attracted to characteristics, and characteristics will always outweigh physical and the appearance of the eye to me.
That comes with any man that has experienced life, though. Like, and it's old, like gets older.
Right.
So that makes sense. I don't know nobody that's say what would we say about 35 to 50.
I just get it, but it's still
35 to 50.
I'm not trying to throw niggas under the bus, but it is still some niggas who out here and they old as fuck and still on that shit.
They are.
You know what I'm saying?
We're talking about masses again,
right?
So we can always say it's somebody's. It's always going to be some people, but the masses of any man from 35 to 50. He's not just going to be looking for just what you look like. He's going to be looking for conversation.
I hate when a nigga come to me and be like, look, bro, she's so cold, like, da-da-da. And I'm like,
yeah, with her,
nigga, but she could be ugly as fuck, bro.
You right.
Like, she could be the coldest, coldest, ugly
There's a lot
motherfucker.
not a lot, I can't say that, but there's women out there that you would think are just, ooh.
They ugly.
And when I'm telling you, when they open up their mouth, you like, yeah, where did you come from?
Yeah, it's a lot of them.
A lot.
It's a lot.
Conversation and communication is
rule the
big,
nation.
bro.
Conversation rule the nation.
It's big, bro. Know what I mean? If you can't sit and laugh, joke, you know what I mean? When that shit go away, I've been in relationships like Music Soul Child got that song. We used to laugh and like. It seemed like as soon as you put a title on that shit,
everything
like,
goes out the fucking window.
Like, we can't laugh. We can't just. We should have stayed friends then. We was better off.
That'd be a lot of things, though. I feel like a lot of people should be friends, and then they end up transferring over into having a relationship.
But you should never have to
stay friends.
You should never, in a relationship, you should never have to lose yourself trying to love somebody else, because the same person that you was attracted to or you got into the situation with, you should let them be that person all the way through.
Mm-hmm. And it's about pouring into each other and experiencing that other person, like really experiencing them in their true form. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not putting on that shit. Like you hear so many women say, well, he wasn't like that. Well, you didn't take the time to get to know the real him.
But a lot of the times, and this, I've said this before, people be wearing masks. They wear masks, and there's no time limit. Everybody,
both sides.
3 months, 6 months, you should know a person.
No, hell no.
People wear masks for as long as if they don't feel like revealing themselves in a year or 2 years, they will wear that mask. There's people who wear masks all day long. It's like how when you go to work, you put on your poker face when you go to work, right? You got to put on a facade that you have to carry with you to work. A lot of people do.
At our
you know
job,
what I mean? So it's the same in relationships.
I think it's part. I think part of the killer part too is these transactional relationships. Like, it's so transactional. We making it so transactional to where people feel like they got to put on a mask.
Well, a lot of the times it's not even a mask. This is another thing that people be forgetting.
It's who they really are.
Not just that. Do you know, like, say you in a relationship, you meet this dude, y'all rocking everything great. 2 years, 3 years, both of y'all getting up in age, or however you look at it. People, you're evolving, he evolving, I'm evolving, everybody's
sometimes
evolving.
Sometimes it's growing apart.
You're growing apart. So if your communication isn't there, you don't know. I don't know what you're thinking. You don't know what I'm thinking if we're not communicating. Mm-hmm. So it's not a mask at all times. It's just the fact that somebody's evolving into the other part or the other season in their life.
Right.
And if you're not communicating, he might want to do something different, or she might want to do something different. You might ask her, like, shit, you want to be with other men? She's like, you know what? I have been thinking about, I just want to do this one time. Or however, right. You don't know what the fuck. You don't know. People grow. You're not going to get, nobody's a fucking statue.
And I just feel like at this point, like the way life is, people probably should
what?
Stay single.
People should
and mingle and do whatever you want to.
People should work on themselves, bro.
They definitely should.
You should, because you can't do nothing. You can't do nothing in this world without knowing yourself. And I think a lot of people don't know themselves.
That's a fact.
and they haven't discovered themselves and aren't in touch with themselves, and it blows up when they bring somebody else into the picture and they still trying to figure out who they are. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When you know yourself, it ain't no problem communicating who you are to somebody else.
Yeah, but during the path where you're trying to find yourself and you get somebody else, you lose your path on finding where the fuck you was going. And now you over here being somebody, you got somebody else, you living your life for somebody else, so you're not even living your own life anymore.
And I'm going to say, men, stop lying to women. One, because you don't need to lie. The other reason, because women will lie to themselves.
Women do lie to
because
themselves.
It's in their nature. They will lie to themselves. They will make you in their head who they want you to be. You could tell
or
them.
They could just say, "I see the potential."
You could tell them and show them exactly who you are, and they gonna make it up in their mind. Like, nah,
he can change.
He's gonna change. Or when I put this pussy on him, da 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 da. Like I didn't have somebody tell me that once I put it, and then what?
That shit gonna get old.
No, yeah.
So what you got after that?
That shit don't mean nothing, man. I listened to that what's her name? Her CD, and she got a skit
Summer
on
Walker.
it. No, not hell no. She talked to me. I'm a Mary J. Blige nigga.
Okay,
Mary J. love her nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Heavy,
Summer Walker, she
But
she'd break
younger,
up the
that
crib.
back to younger again.
Right. But what's her name? I can't think of her name right now.
She older or younger?
The bust the windows out your car chick.
Oh,
Jasmine Sullivan. I was listening to her. She got a skit on there on her last CD where she was talking about how she was getting with men and she felt like she didn't have the best body. She didn't have but she said she had one thing that she knew that could keep a man, and she said it was sex. She said so that's what she used. Or she felt like that's what she had to lead with to get men. You know what I'm saying?
That's terrible.
That is, because I'm confused.
But there's a lot of women out there who feel that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure she's not the only one.
I'm confused.
Just like how some niggas feel like the only thing they know is money. So that's what they lead with. They don't have personality.
They be mad. Listen,
they don't have.
I'm glad you say that because I get this a lot. The men, they lead with that money and then be mad when a woman comes to them with their hand out.
But the women lead with pussy and then they be mad when a nigga come with his dick out.
I agree.
Got a point.
Listen, I agree.
Like I said, you can't go. If I walked in here in a police uniform, you would assume that I'm a police officer if I got the whole get up everything. If you walking around, if you online, cracking your pussy open and doing all of this, a nigga you can't be mad when a nigga say how much.
I agree.
You wearing the costume. You fit the description.
Don't do it.
You fit the description.
I was allergic to the bullshit. I'm just kidding. He's speaking what I agree.
Those are good facts. Like, but that goes back to what I was saying about the profession part. You got to have tough skin. Because a motherfucker approach you with some bullshit not knowing the type of person you are. Like, people look at, like they say a barber, like he's just a barber or she's just a dancer. Like, you are actually an individual. You got your own characteristics, you got you besides what you do.
So let me ask you, and I'm getting in your business, but I don't mean to get in your business or whatever, but you do have something in place for after.
Oh yeah, shit.
You do got, you know what I mean?
I can tell y'all what I really want to do. But of course, you know, I gotta still make some investments and stuff. But I feel like something that would not make me bored and it's something that I would love to do. I want us to start a nonprofit for kids who are less fortunate, specifically black kids.
Right.
But I mean, if they're white, I'm cool with that too. And that's only because, I mean, I'm just a giving person and I'm always trying to help. That's my thing. That's why I be having to look out for in relationships.
But you don't necessarily, you
don't need nothing for
I was
that.
about to say, you know, you don't need
money
for that.
I mean, you do need money for a nonprofit,
but you
for sure.
You
to
gonna
start
get
it,
the
but,
money.
Yeah, of course. But like that's something I feel like I'll never get tired of, and I don't want work to ever feel like work.
Right.
And everybody's, oh well, invest in this, and you can do a business. I don't want nobody calling my phone, talking about some this. Harry, invest in trucking. It's cool. Don't get me wrong, it's cool. I don't want nobody calling my phone. Oh, the truck broke down, or invest in daycare. I don't want nobody calling. I don't want nobody calling my phone.
Which leads me to something else to say is that this thing called life, everybody is on a personal journey. And what works for you might not be what worked for somebody else. So it might not be what's in somebody else's heart. Because I see a lot of people out here, they crucify people and, they need to do this. Or, you know what I mean? They telling other people what they need to do, but that might not be in that other person's heart. I can't walk around telling everybody, go be a barber or go to barber school or it might be something else for you. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like a lot of people want to do what everybody else is doing.
My best advice would be find what works for you. Find yourself first.
Yeah.
Find yourself first, and then what works for you
thought about this?
Will come easily.
You know, it's hard for people to find themselves when they're doing this all day.
Yes.
People don't understand conscious and subconscious. Like you flicking, everything you keep saying is gonna keep pushing you away.
Right. We didn't listen.
And you don't even notice that.
We didn't talked about it before.
That's just like being in a relationship, though.
We didn't talked about it
when
before.
When a person like leave him. You're like, yeah, I'm not leaving.
Yeah, exactly.
We talked about it before, and I heard somebody else on the documentary talk about it again recently. Prison can be a gift, or it can be a hell of a gift, or it could be a hell of a curse. Because one thing about it, and that's what I'm saying. One thing about it is it puts you on timeout from all the other bullshit,
the distractions,
and it will make you sit down and analyze yourself honestly with an open mind. See, without here, with all the hustle and bustle and everything going on, a lot of people really just don't get to sit down and know themselves and analyze themselves and say, know what, you full of shit. Or you're not doing this hard enough, or you're not applying yourself, or you're not, you know what I'm saying? When you out here, you got an audience, a lot of them fake audience who gassing you and and all that bullshit. Know what I'm saying? But when you really get a chance to sit down and learn yourself and know yourself, a lot of people need that time out. And I'm not saying that it needs to come in the form of prison or anything like that. But they need that time out from shit to just really analyze and find themselves.
What's crazy about it is it's not majority of the women that need that. Women don't really, I don't feel like men are a distraction for women. The masses of women. I feel like women are a distraction for the man.
That's hard.
I'm going to tell you why. Why.
Because I done seen.
Listen, you've seen it. I'm not saying that you ain't seen it. I'm saying the masses of women. Mm-hmm. If you listen to what she just said earlier about the woman has become the man, in order for a woman to become the man, she would have to be focused on her. Men, if you put certain things in their faces, like I said, a woman is either a good distraction or a bad distraction. Either you got a woman that's supporting you, that's helping you get there, and that she don't give a fuck about you, or you got somebody that's, this nigga, he getting too far up. Let me cry out.
Okay.
Let me play the victim. That's going to throw him off. Now he over here trying to tend to her. He's losing track to what the fuck he's supposed to be doing.
I'm going to speak from personal experience. I've been in some experiences where when I met this woman, she was doing this, doing that. You know what I mean? Like, had a lot with her friends, this, that.
What you're about to say.
And then we get into a relationship and she focuses, she changed. She do a whole 360.
We will.
And focus everything. And I say, hey, go do you. Like,
it's a nurturing part of us.
That's a woman though. Yeah, that's that. You're
so
a lead,
what I'm saying,
a
that's still a distraction.
Nah, what I'm saying is,
because I need you to keep doing what you was doing when I met you.
Exactly. One more thing before you say what you say. Men focus on keeping women the same, and women focus on changing a man.
I agree.
Now listen to what you said. Say it again, and listen to what you just said. A man, he wants to keep you the same, right? That you want to keep her the same, and she want to change you into what?
What?
I feel like
the man for her,
a better man, or a better man for her.
Yeah, for her.
For her.
So that can be a distraction, though, bro.
But when you sit a man down and you lock him up, there is no women.
Right.
So most men, I ain't gonna say all of them, most men that get locked up and you are by yourself, get to build their self, and then they get back out in the world, and you can put a woman.
Yeah, but we can say
it throws them completely up.
Listen, the woman, it's in the laws of attraction. What was her name?
A lot of women just don't go through that experience.
Well, I'm saying, listen, what is the woman that it wasn't Cleopatra? What was her name? I don't know, but they would say it was the. I want to say it might have been. It was either Cleopatra or Medusa. One of them. She could walk all the way into the fucking ocean, and a man that couldn't swim would follow her into the fucking ocean. Mm-hmm. A woman is the most beautiful creature on the planet Earth.
That's
what I'm saying about.
I'm not disqualifying your point. I understand that. What I'm saying is, men can also be a distraction for women. I'm not saying overwhelmingly, but
we're talking masses again.
But yeah, it's
masses. A woman is going to distract you before you distract her.
What though? You know why they followed her in that water though?
You said the masses though, because I'm different. I feel like a man.
You know why they?
But I'm that type of woman.
He's not gonna fuck your money up.
I'm that nurturer though.
He's
like
not
I want to make sure you're good.
A man that get you to fuck your money up.
The men that don't want you, in my situation, don't want you dancing. They can't fuck your money up because they don't want you to go to work. So they'll create problems in the house. So they'll argue with you so you don't go to work. So you don't have to come home.
And will that happen?
He gotta go.
You know why
That's the point that I was making.
You know why they followed her in that water though?
It's
because she was a 1,000,000% in her feminine energy too.
Bingo. That's
a lot of these women do not know how to utilize their feminine energy. So this is I say this all the time.
I use my feminine energy and I still get played.
A woman can get a man to do whatever the fuck she want to.
Yeah,
she's 1,000,000% in her feminine energy. I'm sorry, a man gonna go to the depths of.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a lie.
No, that's true.
I told you I must be 1 in a million.
Or maybe you just want it for him,
but let me ask you this. How do you know when you are really tapped into your feminine versus your masculine?
I'm always tapped in my feminine. I feel like.
I don't think you are.
I'm a crybaby. Y'all don't want to know that. I'm a genuine cry. I'm a cry before anything.
For what you in the space you in, you have to be tapped in somewhere into your masculine energy to be able to handle that shit.
The only thing masculine I can say about me, but it's not masculine. I don't know. Understand this? Taking care of my household. And I can't say that's masculine. That's adulting. Because without my daughter, if it was just me, I still have to maintain my household.
So let me get on my Kendra G real quick. Is there a certain amount that a man would have to make to deal with you?
She's already said that.
Yeah, I'm not one of those.
There's no certain amount.
I'm not one of those. So I need to be.
So in the
because if I'm gonna get played and dogged out, I might as well be with a man with some money that's gonna help out or do something.
But you just said you don't want that because you got too many options.
No, but I need to be at this point. Yeah. You gotta weigh out your options at this point. You deal with a broke man, get cheated on, get everything that rich man or nigga with money. You get everything with that. So why would I continue to keep dealing with someone?
It's stuff that come with rich men too.
She already said that.
Yeah,
it's more that comes. It's more.
It's both of them. But at the end of the day, I'm dealing with somebody who don't have money and
no.
I can say can't really take care of you the way in society that people say how men's supposed to take care of the household and stuff. Like, why wouldn't I just be? But that's why a lot of women. I'm going to say this. Not a lot of women, but I can say a lot. Fuck all that. That's why a lot of women play side chick role.
They ain't got no obligations. They ain't got
and they still getting what the wife get, plus more.
So do you believe in...
He don't got to be real or honest with me.
Do you believe...
If he don't want to, if
he'll be honest with you probably before he...
exactly. That's the sad part.
Because it's not... He's not worried about what you think. You probably... You got a point.
Yeah,
do you believe in the traditional gender roles? Like, so... Do you... In your household, is the man gonna have to pay all of the bills, or are you more on a personal
in a perfect world? That would be great, but that's just not it. and I'm okay with it not being it. I shouldn't be, for the simple fact is, like, I don't know as far as financial I was raised by my great-grandparents for the most part. It was 3 of us. My sister's a year and a half older than me. My brother is 6 years older than me. So I was raised with my great-grandparents who are from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, but they moved to Lima, Ohio. So that's where I grew up, well, partially grew up. So I watched my grandpa cook, pretty much clean, hunt.
Right, it don't matter.
Pay for what I know, pay for everything. My grandma had a lot of nice stuff that we didn't even know was real. She was 6'2", with fur coats that touched the ground. They were mink fur coats. So I watched my grandpa spoil my grandma. When any little argument that they had, it was like kind of like, be quiet, Wesley. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. That was my grandpa's middle name. His first name was John. His middle name was Wesley. She like, be quiet. You don't know what you're talking about. He had mumble under his breath, but he was done. Because he know that keep arguing with her, it's going to keep going. Let me just shut up and go on. I don't know if that's just back then or just how he was raised or
That's
what.
a
But
man.
even, I feel like a lot of men don't, even my mom's dad. Like, my mom's dad, I watch him cook a lot, but I don't know if it's because he watched my grandpa, which who raised me, my great grandpa, cook a lot and do all that. Like, and my great grandpa, my grandpa, my mom's dad, he takes care of everything. I know he takes care of everything financial. They live in a very nice house.
It's 2022, right? And we about 6 months away from 2023.
Cost of living is way different
right?
than that is.
So you, and I'm just asking you, mostly in the black men, right?
Yes.
Black men, right? So
I couldn't see myself being with nobody.
What I'm saying is, most black men, the majority of black men, there's a small, tiny percent. I don't think most black men don't make enough to take care of the household and take care of you, everything financially in 2023. You know what I mean? I feel like the more streams of income, the better. And me, in a perfect world, who cares who pay for what?
Yeah, I mean, let's
pay for this shit.
I mean,
you know
I'm
what I'm saying?
Bringing legs to the table together.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And it's like, at the end of the day, what you said as far as the man, but what I don't like about a man is for a man to complain about all this, that, as far as money-wise, because it's like, you can't sit up here and say, oh, well, I don't want to split the bills with you. I don't want to, because at one point, I had four sources of income. Uh-huh. So if I'm busting my ass hustling like this, why can't you to take care of shit?
Right. I mean, I feel like y'all both.
Because at the end of the day, if I'm don't be the woman, if we really going back old days, the man take care of all the bills. Trust and believe when you come home, you gonna have some hot food in your stomach. Trust and believe your clothes are gonna be ready for you in the morning. You gonna be cool. Everything, I'm gonna rub you back. Let's just say this. I do that anyway.
Let's clear that up too, real quick. Men took care of all of the bills and stuff. For all of y'all women who talk that traditional shit, they took care of all the bills and shit because they had to. Because women didn't get jobs. They couldn't get jobs. So don't make it seem like they just took care of everything because shit, if she could bring, right, best believe while he was at work, she was out in that motherfucking garden working. Mm-hmm. She was doing shit too to be helpful and bring money to the table. Let's quit that bullshit. Know what I mean? I see a lot of women that try to pull from this book of traditionalism, but they don't pull it all. You know what I'm saying? Because if we gonna be all the way traditional, to bring some virgin pussy to the table. If we bring in tradition, if we bring in traditional,
I mean, hold up.
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with it. Because at the end of the day, y'all not married. And then that's another thing.
I'm saying back
then, up too.
I'm saying back
then. So it
depends
then, on the situation.
It's gonna be a lot of shit. It's gonna be shacking up. It's gonna be motherfuckers ain't gonna be virgins.
I'm saying if you hitting me with that traditional shit, but if you coming hard with that shit,
I bring you virgin, and at the end of the day, you're still out talking to the lady down the street.
Then
you got a whole family with the lady down the street.
Well, guess what? Let me tell you.
That's old days. No, that's old days.
I'm about to say. Let me tell you something. Granddad did too.
Yeah, Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Granddad had a whole bunch of motherfuckers.
But that's why a lot of kids couldn't. They didn't even want kids playing in the neighborhoods together like that for real, because that was your sister and you didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
which is nasty and sad because that one day we gonna all grow up. What if I wanted to? I'll start liking my sister.
It goes back to what you're saying.
It's
sleeping
nasty.
with your sister.
Y'all see Kevin Gates?
And it's like
about,
you got to be careful, and you just
got
got
to interview talk about hitting his cousin. Yeah,
you got to just be honest.
He said I put half of my tongue in her ass. Man, that nigga different, bro.
Nah, I ain't heard that Kevin Gates.
Yeah, that Kevin Gates interview crazy. You gotta watch that. That's wild.
I mean. And don't get me wrong, what people doing.
I think I did hear about that.
You wouldn't know
what people doing in their bedroom is cool.
But hold
whatever.
up, time out. Just listening to the context that he said it in. Now hold up. He didn't go first. He went straight out as if he was saying like he just fucked his cousin.
Right.
He said he was fucking a woman. He found out later on that she was his cousin.
And that's that
his grandma told him.
But that's that secretive, the daddy out here messing around with everybody and not telling people, hey, I got you know this. And you just gotta be honest.
And he didn't say what cousin it was.
Could have been a second.
It could have been. It was like a third,
generation
fourth.
removed.
He said like
it was
third,
fourth.
Yeah.
You can get out here in these streets and be fucking with somebody and be fucking them for a whole year. You find out y'all done went to a family reunion. That's your cousin. What are you gonna do after that? That's what the question was. What do you do after that?
Gonna continue to keep.
You're gonna keep fucking.
Yeah.
What's done is done.
That's what he said.
That's how I operate. But
if you was fucking your cousin,
I think.
See me.
I know. Now we're gonna ask you the question. I know for a fact.
No, but listen. I know for a fact I would never be in that situation because I'm the type. Once I get to talking to a dude and he been messing around with dude, I want to know all he knows. So I ain't done mess with none of his friends or nobody like that. Mm-hmm. I didn't know everybody you know. Okay, so if you cool with him? Oh yeah, well we can't talk. Cause I'm not one of those. I'm not one of them ones that you go to the group of men and everybody done slept with.
All right, I'm gonna give you this scenario. You meet a dude today. You like, damn, boom, 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 boom. Y'all
check off all the boxes.
Everything good.
All
you
of
sleep with him. You sleep with him next week. Hold up, no. You sleep with him the next day. Boom, boom, boom. Usually that starts going crazy. Okay. You find out in January when you go to Alabama, where you from, y'all got the same grandma or same great grandma.
See, but I'm too big. I question. I break people down. Who do you know where you come from?
He was adopted.
Look, I be telling people, listen, when they even got the same last name as me, because like I don't really.
This nigga ain't gonna let you.
I don't really know my dad's side of the family like that, but they got the same. I'm like, who do you know? Where are your peoples from? Because listen, we ain't, and not even like talking about them just to see if we even related. Like it might not be a person that's trying to talk to me. It's just to see if we even related. Because yeah, it's crazy out here.
You done slept with your cousin before?
No, I've never.
This nigga gonna want to make you.
No.
See, I mean, I understand how that could have happened. I'm from down south, so down there, man, it's a lot of family, man. You could be down there.
That goes to yo. Yeah, we need to reproduce, and I can have 9 girls pregnant in a year. Y'all gotta stop that. Y'all gotta stop that.
I'm not saying that.
It's not safe.
It's not safe. You're right.
I don't have no kids, so that's not
he ain't got no
to
kids.
me. But what I'm saying is, back then, I think they had it mapped out better. Like you said, you create your tribe. You send people from your tribe over to another tribe. They know they don't mess with the people within their tribe. Know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's where it was different. Like I said, I'm not saying that it was right. I'm not saying that it was wrong. I'm saying how it was. You know what I mean? And what we originally come from. So, you know what I mean? If some of that has passed along through these newer age guys, then they need to live in their truth. That's all I was saying.
At the end of the day, it's all about living in your truth.
Yeah, and it's all about what you want.
That's what one of the questions was. It said, but females respect you more when you tell them the truth.
I keep telling everybody that. It's like life or what?
Yeah.
I
tell people I stopped getting ass whoopings a long time ago. So if I tell you the truth, what the fuck you gonna do to me? Yeah. Like shit, it's a yay or nay. It's a you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with
you.
I agree.
Other than that,
yeah, because I've definitely seen people. Oh, I'm married, girl. I don't care. They gonna play that side role. You see what I'm saying?
It's a lot of women that's cool with that shit.
You just gotta tell the truth. A person gonna fuck with you.
They gonna fuck with you regardless.
Regardless, just tell the truth. Stop being out here. I made this. Just tell the fucking truth. They already done made up in their mind if they gonna fuck with you. That's what a lot of people don't know. A lot of motherfuckers already done said, "Oh, he got potential. Or I'll give him some or whatever."
Yeah.
Especially women.
Yeah.
Like I said, because they like we said, they fall in love with potential. Shit, they gonna lie to themselves. Shit.
We about to go ahead and close out. Kayla, you got anything you want to let the people know before you get up out of here, before we close the gates?
Don't bring that
You
money.
got some people you want to say.
Definitely.
Bring
I
that
will
back
be at the dollhouse tonight. Pull up on me. Every night.
Dollhouse.
My bad. But no, I just feel like as Black people, we definitely need to just be more transparent to each other. We need to definitely work on our mental health. I don't care what nobody say. If somebody call you crazy, obviously there's something not clicking there. You need to go get help. That's not normal for somebody to do. Just call you crazy. No, go get help. Go talk to somebody. It's not cool to be out here acting crazy. And we need to just work on ourselves.
Crazy is a perspective. Go ahead.
No, I mean crazy meaning, people be knowing when they got screws loose.
Everybody do.
Well, I just told somebody the other day also that
Mental health is big.
Mental health, it isn't. I don't like to put it in a box as far as help, because help could be
in the form of everything.
Your hobby. It could be taking a run. It could be whatever you know what I mean, routine you have. Get into that in order to clear whatever demons or whatever you're dealing with. It don't necessarily always have to be you going to sit down with somebody who calls themselves a professional who might have just as many fucking problems as you, because a lot of those people, they actually do have just as many problems as you, and they just professional listeners. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They getting paid to sit there and listen non-judgmentally. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So if you have another outlet, then find that outlet and use that also. You know what I mean?
Just tap into
I'm going to just say this. With that, sometimes you just got to go into solitude.
Yeah.
You got to cut everything off, phones.
That's what works for me.
All that shit, and you just got to just be by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're in our phones, a lot of that is the reason why a lot of people crazy as hell.
I mean, you in that phone, you in that TV, you in that TV, relationship. Phone,
all that.
You in that, you know what I mean?
You need
all
a
of
place
that
where you can get away.
Yeah.
We literally just need to live by this saying, scratch your back and I'll scratch yours. Scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. That's it.
And treat others how you want to be treated.
Period.
Not the fuck out.
So we about to get up out of here, man. Y'all heard that.
Deuces.
Hey, it's Mr. Pringles the Barber, a.k.a. Always Couldn't Say It Honcho. We got Case.
Cuts. It's just different. I'm just smart.
And we got Kayla Letrice.
Yeah, we gonna have to get her back.
Kayla Letrice. I got a lot to say.
Yeah, she got. I can tell she got some more in the tank.
You can find me on Instagram at Kayla_Letrice. That's Letrice. Do not spell it with an A, or you will not find me. Instagram is Kayla Henderson. There's a picture of it's not me, so just know it's not me. That's probably mine on Facebook. Snapchat I don't be on. Twitter I don't be on.
And bring her that bag.
And Dollhouse.
Bring her the bag.
Carl Court.